Get ready because the news cycle is absolutely wild right now, and we've got the inside scoop on everything you need to know. From electrifying endorsements to controversial campaigns and game-changing league strategies, the world of sports and entertainment is buzzing. You won't want to miss a single second of these unmissable updates. Let's dive in. First up, a legendary athlete is making waves by giving a massive shout-out to a rising star in another sport. This endorsement is turning heads and has everyone talking about the future impact. What does this mean for the player and their team? We break it all down. Then, we're diving into the latest buzz surrounding a major advertising campaign featuring a global icon. The reaction has been intense, with some critics not holding back their thoughts. Is this a brilliant move or a misstep? We've got the unfiltered take. Next, we're exploring how top athletes across different disciplines might be influencing each other and the broader sports landscape. Could a legendary figure in one sport be paving the way for others to make unexpected moves? We're connecting the dots on this fascinating trend. And finally, we're dissecting a major shift in how teams are building their rosters, especially in the face of new financial rules. This strategy is creating a new kind of player contract, and it's reshaping the future of team dynamics. What does this mean for your favorite teams and the league as a whole? Stick around because you need to know this stuff. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a beat. Let's go. A legendary endorsement sparks buzz. In a move that has the sports world buzzing, basketball icon LeBron James has delivered a significant endorsement for rising football star Ladd McConkey. This unexpected shout-out from one of the most recognizable athletes on the planet is turning heads and prompting widespread discussion about McConkey's potential impact in the upcoming season. The Los Angeles Chargers, McConkey's team, are gearing up for a massive season opener in Brazil against their rivals, the Kansas City Chiefs. With high expectations surrounding the Chargers, the addition of a star receiver like McConkey, now backed by the endorsement of LeBron James, amplifies the anticipation. McConkey, a second-round pick, made a significant impact as a rookie last season, amassing 1,149 yards and 7 touchdowns. His performance has positioned him as a key playmaker for the Chargers, especially with a bolstered receiving core that includes veteran Keenan Allen and promising rookies Tree Harris and key Andre Lambert-Smith. James included McConkey in a list of 6 players to watch this NFL season in a DraftKings advertisement, specifically stating, "Ladd McConkey, I think he's going to have a monster year." This endorsement from James, known for his keen eye for talent and athletic prowess, lends significant credibility to McConkey's potential. Analysts suggest that with increased attention on other receivers, McConkey could find more opportunities for one-on-one matchups, further enhancing his ability to make game-changing plays. His response in his second year, with the added attention and support, will be crucial for the Chargers' offensive success. The Chargers' strategic moves, including their travel plans for the Brazil game and roster adjustments, indicate a team focused on making a strong statement early in the season. The blend of emerging talent like McConkey and the veteran presence within the team, coupled with external validation from sports royalty like LeBron James, sets a compelling narrative for the Chargers' upcoming campaign. This endorsement is more than just a compliment. It's a signal of emerging talent recognized by the very best. But is this kind of cross-sport admiration a sign of bigger trends in the athletic world? We'll explore that next. Iconic ad campaign faces scrutiny. LeBron James, a figure synonymous with athletic achievement and enduring fame, has once again found himself at the center of public attention, this time for his latest Nike advertising campaign. The new ad, promoting the LeBron XXIII signature shoe with the tagline, "Forever King," draws parallels to his early career, referencing the iconic 2002 Sports Illustrated cover that dubbed him the Chosen One. The narration emphasizes his journey, stating, "He carried the weight of every expectation on his shoulders, but he never broke. We were all witnesses. Every rival was defeated. Every idol was destroyed. He took the crown and kept it. Behold the greatness, he is the forever king." However, this bold declaration of greatness has not been met with universal acclaim. Social media platforms have erupted with criticism, with many fans and commentators pointing to James's playoff records against fellow legends like Kevin Durant, Stephen Curry, Tim Duncan, and Dirk Nowitzki, as well as his NBA Finals record, as counterpoints to the Forever King narrative. Critics argue that these statistics cast a shadow on the absolute dominance portrayed in the ad. Adding to the discourse, prominent media personality Bill Simmons expressed his strong disapproval, calling the ad a full-fledged yikes. This sentiment reflects a broader debate about how athletes, particularly those with long and storied careers, should present their legacy. As James embarks on his 23rd NBA season, the success of his upcoming season, including his pursuit of a 5th NBA title and several personal milestones like surpassing Robert Parrish's record for most regular season games and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record for most field goals made, will likely be closely linked to how this campaign is ultimately perceived. The Forever King tagline sets a high bar, and the response to this ad highlights the intense scrutiny that accompanies enduring superstardom in the modern media landscape, where every word and image is subject to immediate and widespread analysis. This powerful ad certainly sparked a reaction, but it also raises questions about how athletes leverage their legacies. Speaking of legacies and influence, we're seeing some fascinating crossover talk between sports' biggest names. Let's explore that next. Cross-sport athlete influence trend. In a development that could reshape the landscape of sports marketing and team ownership, NFL icon Tom Brady is reportedly being eyed as a potential trendsetter for a new era of athlete-driven investments in global sports. This intriguing prospect is drawing parallels to the influential moves of other sporting titans, namely LeBron James in basketball and Novak Djokovic in tennis, suggesting a growing trend where the world's most dominant athletes are leveraging their influence beyond their respective fields. The core of this discussion revolves around the potential benefits of securing the involvement of these sporting goats to elevate various sports franchises and leagues. Brady, who has already demonstrated a keen business acumen with his post-playing career ventures, is being positioned as a potential catalyst for similar cross-sport investments. The idea is that athletes of their caliber bring not only financial backing, but also unparalleled brand recognition, a global fan base, and a deep understanding of athletic performance and team dynamics. This can translate into significant advantages for teams looking to expand their reach, attract top talent, and enhance their overall brand value. The crossover talk between James and Djokovic, while not explicitly detailed in terms of specific joint ventures, points to a broader conversation among elite athletes about strategic diversification and impact. As these athletes reach the pinnacle of their careers, they are increasingly looking for avenues to maintain their relevance and influence, and investing in or partnering with sports teams across different disciplines offers a compelling opportunity. This trend signifies a potential shift from athletes simply being endorsers to becoming active stakeholders and influencers in the business of sports, potentially leading to more dynamic and globally connected sports ecosystems. The implications are far-reaching, suggesting that future team acquisitions and strategic partnerships might increasingly involve athletes who have achieved legendary status in their own right, creating a powerful synergy between athletic excellence and business innovation. This cross-pollination of influence could be a game-changer for how sports franchises are built and perceived. But how are teams themselves adapting to new financial realities and player contracts? We're diving into that next. The rise of NBA situationship contracts. The NBA's financial landscape is undergoing a significant transformation, largely driven by the implementation of the new collective bargaining agreement, CBA, and its stringent second apron tax penalties. This new economic framework is fundamentally altering how teams approach player contracts and team-building strategies, leading to a phenomenon being dubbed situationship contracts. This term describes deals that offer high annual salaries but shorter durations, reflecting a cautious approach by teams wary of long-term financial commitments to aging stars. The Los Angeles Clippers' recent decisions regarding Paul George and James Harden serve as a prime example. Faced with massive luxury tax bills and the severe penalties associated with exceeding the second apron, the Clippers opted for shorter-term deals. Harden re-signed for 2 years and $70 million, while George, despite being offered a similar deal, ultimately moved to the Philadelphia 76ers on a 4-year, $212 million contract. This divergence highlights the Clippers' strategic move to maintain flexibility, a stark contrast to the 76ers' decision to commit significant long-term money to George and Joel Embiid, whose injury histories and age raise concerns about future performance. The new CBA effectively creates a near-hard cap for teams operating above the second apron, with only the Cleveland Cavaliers currently exceeding this threshold. This fear of punitive tax measures has led many teams, like the Boston Celtics, to break up championship rosters rather than risk massive financial penalties. Furthermore, the increasing age of star players, with many now playing into their late 30s and even 40s like LeBron James, makes long-term, high-value contracts increasingly risky. Analytics also play a crucial role, with aging curves demonstrating a decline in performance as players age, making it difficult to justify lengthy, lucrative deals for veteran stars. This has led to a market shift where 2- and 3-year contracts for stars are becoming more common, as seen with deals signed by Kyrie Irving, Fred VanVleet, James Harden, and Julius Randle. Even LeBron James himself is reportedly in a situationship contract with the Lakers. This trend is expected to impact players like Trae Young and Zach LaVine, who, despite all-star resumes, may face shorter offers due to concerns about their impact on winning and their aging curves. The NBA's new economic reality emphasizes efficient player salaries and roster depth, making overpaying any player, especially older stars, a significant impediment to building a competitive team. The precedent set by the buyouts of Damian Lillard and Bradley Beal, where teams chose to absorb massive financial losses rather than be locked into unfavorable long-term contracts, underscores this shift. Ultimately, the NBA is becoming a league where teams prioritize short-term flexibility and immediate performance over long-term security, redefining what it means to be a star player in a salary cap-constrained environment. This strategic shift in player contracts is clearly redefining team building in the NBA. Now, let's wrap up with a quick recap of all the major stories we covered today. And that's a wrap on today's essential updates. We saw LeBron James give a massive endorsement to Chargers star Ladd McConkey, sparking huge buzz. Then, we dissected the strong reactions to LeBron's new Nike ad, with Bill Simmons calling it a yikes. We also explored how NFL icon Tom Brady could be a trendsetter for athlete investments, mirroring moves by LeBron James and Novak Djokovic. Finally, we dove deep into the NBA's new Situationship contracts, showing how teams are changing their approach to player deals. Don't miss out on any future breakdowns. Hit that like button, subscribe to the Roger Report, ring the notification bell, drop a comment below with your thoughts, and make sure to follow us on all social media platforms for even more exclusive content.